You know, sometimes I ask myself, how do I stay relevant in the YouTube gaming space? And then I say, do a video on a game that's been out for almost 3 years. If you don't know, if you're new here, most of the time I do Fire Emblem Heroes and some other Nintendo stuff mixed around. And so, welcome to April's general Nintendo video. So if you don't know, I love Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It's probably my most played game on the Nintendo Switch. And a long time ago, they came out with some Good Smile figures. And as you can see back there, I have a lot of space. Well, not a lot of space, but I have featured stuff from my life and just general nerdy gaming things. And I was like, I don't really have any Xenoblade rep, which is sad. So I decided to fix that. Enter these. I have... I bought the Mythra and Pyra Xenoblade Chronicles 2 figures, but they are most assuredly fake. They are definitely fake. And so after posting on Reddit that I got them, there were people asking about the quality and stuff. And so I just decided I would do a video in case anybody else out there was wondering. And there's actually a good story around this. A long time ago, like back, we're talking December, probably, I purchased 2 of these, which were also fake at the time, like, make no mistake. But I purchased one of each, and it had a 2-month delay in shipping. And so I was like, okay, well, February comes around at some point, I guess. So I bought them, and then 3 days later, the merchant deleted their profile on eBay, and they were just not to be seen anymore. So I was like, that's weird. I didn't know it at the time, but I had already paid, and by the time February rolled around, I was like, I should look and see if those have shipped yet. And so I went on, and I couldn't contact the seller, and I was like, oh, okay. So I contacted eBay, and within an hour, they were like, yeah, here's your refund. So cool. So what I did instead was I was like, well, okay, let's get some more because I don't learn my lesson the first time. But this time it actually did work. And all you really have to do is search on eBay Pyra Mythra figure, and they're everywhere. They range anywhere from like $20 to $40. I got both of these for around $40 total, which is a pretty good deal, honestly, even if they are knockoffs, because you cannot get the real ones at all. Unless, of course, you want to pay like $500, $600, $700 for one figure, which, you know, for shelf space, I did not want to do that. So let's dive in. Yeah, let's just open these up. And I don't. This is the first time I've opened them, by the way. I have no idea. Oh, there's tape. Oh, there's tape. There's tape. There's gonna be a lot of jump cuts in this video. So the box definitely smells like cancer plastic for sure. You can see on the box actually, it's a little grainy. The images aren't great, which was probably the dead giveaway that they were definitely fake right from the get-go. Let me put Mythra down there, and now I'm gonna try and open this, I guess. Well, I most definitely cut out like all of that because it was super crinkly and loud. Okay. Alright. Well, it smells terrible. Just right off the bat, I am overcome by fumes. And there are little ribbony bits, I guess, right off the bat. And the detail is definitely present. Like, you can tell it's probably like the same mold. And there's a lot of heft to it, actually. It's reasonably kind of heavy. I wasn't expecting it to be heavy. So I think it is PVC. Like, I think it's legitimately the same material. However, you can see like some of the outside of the mold details. Like, the molding detail is really solid. But the coloring, I guess, like you can see, there's some bleed on there. This is awkward. We don't have the under bits of the chest of Pyra. That's not painted. Those bits should be red. next to the black and below the red part. So there's that. Coloring could be better, but you know, that's okay. I guess these kind of pop in here. I don't know how they're supposed to pop in. I've spent hours on this game and I don't know. Let me see. I've never put one of these together before, by the way, so I don't actually know. How's that supposed to go on? Maybe. Nope. Well, maybe that one's supposed to go there. Here? Ah, okay. I think we got it now. I think we're in business. I think that we are in business. Yes! Okay. So, there were two ports in the back that those hook up to, and I don't feel as though they had the proper sizing, but we got them in, and so they are definitely there. Overall, like, the face is good, right? Like, the face is still pretty solid. I can't really fault it for that. It's really, ultimately, it's the paint job. Like, it's genuinely just the paint job. There's some smearing kind of everywhere. But, you know, if you don't want to pay hundreds of dollars for the figurine, then that's kind of where you're at. Oh, she needs a base. We gotta get the base. Right there? Maybe? No? Should be that, I think. I think we've discovered a serious problem. The wait. It's like this. Oh dear. Okay. Well, the peg seems to be square, and the round hole in the foot don't wanna mesh. Square peg, round hole. That doesn't work super well. It looks like we should be. Oh, there's actually. You know, now that I'm looking at it, there's not actually a picture on the box that shows the stand. Of all the irony, there's no stand on the box. I never noticed that. Well, I guess we'll just try and forcibly pop it in. Like, it definitely goes this way, I think. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Maybe? Okay, so it goes down and to the side, I guess. Interesting. Okay. So again, not like a great fit. There's definitely gaps and stuff there. But she stands, I guess. It's done. Well, not yet. Actually, I take that back. We still have one. The sword. So the sword is kind of interesting, right? Because this is one of the more detailed pieces on it. At least what I could tell from like the official Good Smile one. It has kind of a translucent piece here, and it's just kind of detailed. And thankfully, there doesn't really seem to be any weird paint smudges. There's a bit that didn't get painted on the bottom there, but maybe that's not like a big deal. I don't really know. Like I said, I thought it was funny what had happened to me, and I wanted to share that with you. So here it is. I guess it just pops in to the stand, yeah. So there you go. Oh gosh, Pyra, done. $20. Honestly, it looks pretty solid. Like, again, aside from the painting issues, I would say if you don't care about the paint quality necessarily, or the mold necessarily, like the rough bits and edges and whatnot, this is definitely a good alternative, I think, for the most part. Now let's take a look at Mythra, I guess. I don't know. I'm more of a Mythra fan myself. Feel free to sound off in the comments if you're Team Mythra or Pyra. And I'm going to try and open this and probably cut most of it because squeaky plastic. That did not go smoothly. When I open it up, the first thing I noticed is the sword is actually assembled. So that's kind of different. I wasn't really expecting that. Really. I figured we'd have to like pop it on the hilt bit like Pyra's, but we don't have to do that. So that's nice. I guess assembly piece number 1. Actually, are there any pieces? No. It's just Mythra. Like, we don't really have to do anything. Like, that's kind of nice, I guess. Like, easy. I'm not really seeing anything super flawed, to be honest. Like, some of the awkward. Again, in the chestular area, there's some awkward lifting and such. But I don't want to go into too much detail on that. The hair is kind of interesting, I guess, if I had to pick something. I don't know if it's supposed to be there. I guess it's supposed to be there. There's like two weird lines above her eyes, which, last I knew, eyebrows were singular and not doubled. So I'm not 100% sure what those little red lines are up there. But overall, like, the mold seems like it's fine. The painting looks okay to me. Everything is intact, which ultimately is really all you have to worry about when you're buying fake figurines. I want to stress again, I've not actually bought like a legitimate figurine, so I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for. But as far as like from back there, you're not going to notice anything, and that's all I was really concerned about. I wanted some Xenoblade 2 rep. Now I will say on the stand, there's two prongs, whereas Pyra's only had the one. So I feel like maybe this will hold better, maybe. Not that one. So the longer peg goes in the back of the heel, and so that must try and push down. Is that kind of? I thought maybe the two pegs part would be more stationary, but it's not really. It's a wee bit wobbly. So you can see in there, there is some gappage happening. So I mean, it doesn't feel super sturdy, I guess, but maybe that's not really a big issue. Get the sword on here, which how do I get the sword on? I also don't want to like break anything. I don't think there's a wrong side to put it facing out. Oh gosh, or in. The other thing that I'm like slightly concerned with, you can see like there's a bunch of spiny bits everywhere on Mythra, and I'm afraid that I'm gonna like break one of them off. So I'm trying to be semi-cautious, or at least a little bit careful about it. That wasn't so bad. I don't. So in the picture, the sword is almost like pointed upward, like that, but it doesn't really do. Yeah, it doesn't really do that. So I think it may just have to like sit off to the side or something, because it doesn't really want to stand up proper. So off to the side, I guess it probably is. But ultimately, like, that's not too bad, honestly. I think the Mythra one is almost better. But again, maybe it's more or less probably just a luck of the draw type situation where you get what you get. But I don't think you can really tell a big difference at a distance. If you're looking up close, like my brother-in-law, for example, has like legit Japan crafted PVC figurines, and so I've seen some of his up close, and they are incredibly detailed. And the official ones of these are as well. The Good Smile ones are definitely super detailed. These obviously are not true ones. they're just kind of mold knockoffs. But you know, I guess review time. If you're looking for a figurine that is Pyra and Mythra, and you don't want to spend hundreds of dollars, and I don't really know how are they supposed to go like that? I'm not really sure how they're supposed to be connected. Maybe they're not supposed to be connected. I don't know. I'll probably just leave them like that. Maybe. I don't know. My figurine organization game is way off hill. But I will say probably the coolest parts are the swords. Like, for sure. They are definitely the most detailed. They are the least bungled up. So I think ultimately those probably look the best. But yeah, it's like I said, you know, if you're looking for a cheap solution that's not hundreds of dollars, this is maybe a good alternative for you. Again, all you really have to do is like search eBay. Like that's genuinely all I did. If you want to see maybe like some better looks, I should have something up on the Instagram that I have. Link for that will be in the description. You can feel free to go check those out. Like I said, I should have something posted by the time this goes live. But yeah, so that was interesting. $40 solution to a $1,000 problem. Again, the quality's not great, but hey, that's okay. Because they're just going to hang out right back there, and I finally have something to represent my love of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So that's it. That's all I have. This is a normal video. Normally I'd be like, subscribe if you want Fire Emblem Heroes content. But this isn't really Fire Emblem Heroes. So I guess if you like Fire Emblem Heroes and you haven't seen my videos before, feel free to subscribe. But that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I don't know what this video is going to turn out to be, but great. Have a fantastic day, and I will catch you next time.